Hi, it's me, Mia. I haven't made a video in a really long time, and I'm going, at the timer on, so hopefully this will be shorter than 15 minutes, which is abnormal for me. I just got home. I don't know what I was talking about the last week. My eyes look really bad. I've been eating all of the foods I'm allergic to, and I've also let some people that don't believe in eating health foods buy food for me, and other people deliver food that don't believe that you can have food allergies. And as you can see, my eyes are really red, which they're usually not. Plus, I can't blame them for everything. I chose to eat the food. One of them was a salad that had a bunch of weird stuff in it. I also chose to eat a whole lot of smoked salmon, which I am trying not to eat. I mean, the salt is like, what's it? I feel like, I don't know, it's like 100% of your daily salt in one little package, and it's not like unrefined sea salt like I'm used to. I just got home like 2 hours ago. My daughter's at a birthday party, and my son is in his room where he's been all month. Okay? Right now, I'm overwhelmed. I have gotten in trouble from one teacher, both in clinic and in class. I'm doing bad. It sucks. I can't handle this. Part of me is like, just wing it, just do the best I can. And the other part of me is like, I mean, I shouldn't make excuses. I should just be like, oh, what's wrong? Okay, blah, blah. Oh, I didn't notice. And just make them think they're crazy instead of being like, oh, yeah, I know I'm really screwing up. But I've been looking for help for my son, and there's a possibility that some stranger could come into the house and try to talk to him or do assessment or assess me. And I feel as though my house has to be spotless before whether the state, the ambulance, the police, child welfare, social workers from the state. These are not like, oh, a relative's going to come by, our friend's going to come by, or a church member is going to come by and see how you're doing, which would still freak me out. I feel like there's something wrong with me. I don't have visitors in the house. The only people that come in have a key, and they come in unannounced whenever they want. And I almost feel like I want to build up. Like, I've been abused in the past and sexually abused, and I feel like I want to build up. Like, I don't want you to find me attractive. I don't want you to hurt me. I don't want you to, and I had my own sexual issues when I was younger, like promiscuity based on trying, part of it was based on seeking, like, I see this in public sometimes, where, like, parents kiss their kids and hug them and tell them I love you, and you hear it on the phone, you're like, who are they talking to? And it's like, oh, that's like a family. Like, oh, hi, Daddy. It's like some 40-year-old, like, hi, Daddy. Oh, I love you. Oh, I'm at work. I'm fine. Grandkids are fine. It's like, no one ever really talks to me like that. No one ever, I mean, there's some people like, I love you, and you're just like, they just say that to everyone. It's just like a habit, So I was promiscuous as a kid because I thought on TV they dressed like sexy. That's when we had, I don't know if any of you guys had a cable box that had a ticker on it. Click, 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 click. It had like 0 was not a channel. I don't even think 1 was a channel. I think it was like, it started at 2 or 3. Click, 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 all the way to wherever it went, 60 something or something. I don't think we had that many channels, but I would watch cable TV, I would watch MTV back in the 90s or the 80s or wherever it was, and watch these ladies dancing with their, like, bikini-looking clothes or short shorts and tight pants, and think that if somebody wanted to like me, I had to dress like that. And I couldn't dance. I tried to dance, or I had to dance like that. And right now, I know as a kid, I thought, oh, if I could just get some guy to like me, then I watched so many movies, it's like, oh, they'd fall in love, and they'd be driving around in a convertible, and they'd be like the one I'm thinking, they'd go to some abandoned house, and just be like, oh, you're my boyfriend. Like, my mind was, watched too much TV, and my reality was not realistic. The people I saw in my family that had relationships were not healthy. There's abuse and beating and anger and control, manipulation. And I feel like my own kid, my own son, is treating me like that because I never learned how to not be treated like that. And it's like, my friends like, don't use the victim mentality. But it's almost like if it's almost like if a dog was being beaten by its previous owner and it gets a foster owner or a adoptive owner, it almost like thinks, the people that love me beat me. So this person's not beating me. What am I going to do? But when I bite their shoe, they get angry. So I'm going to bite more than their shoe. I'm going to bite like their curtains and their couch. Like I almost feel like I attract a certain type of person, and now my kid is being raised a certain way. And it's against the law. When I went to a domestic violence shelter, the law in my state said that if a child witnessed abuse or was in the home when there was abuse taking place, the child will be removed and go to foster care. So, yeah. So right now, that happened right after I left. My ex voluntarily left. I mean, that would feel, some of these things is like so traumatic. It feels more traumatic. I mean, you don't want to have the kids see the parents, and then it's like it goes from generation to generation. The same with sexual abuse, hurting people, hurting other people. But it seems traumatic. It'd be one thing to say, oh my gosh, this kid witnessed abuse. All of a sudden, some lady who's pregnant or something is like, finds out that her husband's cheating, gets mad or breaks his cell phone, and he like beats her, and then the kids are put in a foster care, she's put in a jail, or he's put in whatever. And she has a miscarriage because she's so like, that sparkles on me, so like freaked out. I mean, I don't know. My mind plays it out in my head like, here come the cops, here come the social workers, you're placed in some weird family that's laundry detergent smells funny, and they eat like weird stuff. I used to eat at people's houses. I'm like, my mom never made casseroles. What is, like, everything is all mixed into one like pan of, like, glass pan of stuff that I'm trying to decide if it looks like cheese or meat or potatoes. I don't even know. I'm not trying to make fun of casseroles. It's like when you're not in the family, you're like, what? And they're like, what do you mean you don't eat meat on Tuesdays? What kind of religion is that? So when they used to do that at school lunch, it was like vegetarian day or something. I don't even know. I'm not making fun of anyone. But it was weird to me because we never ate at other people's houses when I was a kid, except for Grandma, and she had like just whatever kind of southern type food you want, or was around somewhere, chicken and green beans and bran cereal. But anyways, I just want to say, I'm overwhelmed. I'm telling the truth. I am having this little joke with myself and with a couple other people. Some people, scary looking people, they get like these mail order brides, and there's like some 60-something-year-old guy that's like weird. I mean, it's not like I want to judge them by the way they look, but they just look like odd. Like they think weird, really odd. And you could say people think I think weird and that I'm odd. But I'm thinking, some of these people like actually mail order brides, and they hook up with some agencies, like having an adoption agency, and you pay a bunch of money and have this person brought here, and then they get to be U.S. citizens, and you live happily ever after. Does that person even like the other person? I don't know. My timer's gonna go off soon. But somebody commented about this. I'm just joking around. Somebody asked me, I did an evaluation for homeopathy a couple weeks ago, and they're like, are you single? Do you date anyone? I was like, well, I'm not afraid of dating someone. I'm like, I've been alone since I left my ex. And it's like, in my mind, it's like, no one really likes me. If a guy liked me, I think that they would let me know. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not. Sometimes they say, like, I only really dated white guys. Some people on the web pages, on, like, advice web pages would be like, oh, we're scared of black women because we feel like they only like black guys and they're like scary and we're scared to ask them out, so we just ask out our own kind. But it grosses me out to think, what kind of weirdo would I be to be like, order some weirdo from some foreign country? Not like they're weird because they're foreign, but just like, why can't people be normal and like meet or be friends of friends?